Hey there, everyone. This is Brian C. from NS Live TV, and welcome to the 27th episode of the Nova Scotia Show. Now, this show is designed to keep you, our viewers, up to date on events and happenings around Nova Scotia and beyond. And I'm very excited for this episode of the show because I have an amazing performer to chat with. So without any further ado, get on your jumpsuit, slick back your hair, and welcome Thane Dunn to the show. Welcome, Thane, and thanks for being on the Nova Scotia Show.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Thane is a two-time world champion for his portrayal of Elvis Presley. What an amazing achievement. We're so proud that you're here in the Maritimes. So I've got to ask, how did this all start?
This all started a long time ago. My first memories of Elvis were watching the Great Money movie with Eddie Driscoll on WLBZ, and just thinking how cool Elvis was, because he could do karate, he could do, the girls were all after him, he could do anything, and he could sing like a bird. And I kind of, got the Elvis bug at a young age. And I entered a talent show. I think it was in grade 5 or grade 6. And I think we had like 30 contestants. And I came in second place to a bunch of girls from the French immersion class that were doing a clog dance. I don't like clog dancing, but it's kind of all started there, and then when I got older, people said, "You look like Elvis." And, so I always loved him. So it was not something I ever expected I'd be doing in my wildest dreams.
That's right. I mean, Elvis, he was the whole package, wasn't he? Like he had it all going on.
Yeah.
So you're known by Thane Dunn and the Cadillac Kings. Is that would you call that your group or band? What would you consider
I would call
that?
the Cadillac Kings. Yes, I would call them I would call that the name. I came up with that a long time ago. It's been stolen on several occasions. You'll find a Cadillac Kings in England, and there's one up in BC. But little old me started.
Cool. Yeah, nothing sacred anymore. People take what they find.
Oh.
Yeah. So, hey, listen, that's the good news. You're coming to Nova Scotia. You got a few other tour dates around, but you're coming here to Nova Scotia for at least 2 dates that I know of.
On the 29th, we are at my old stomping grounds. We are in Glace Bay at the Savoy Theatre. And I'll tell you, we have made so many friends up there. It's ridiculous. And then on the 30th, we end our Elvis Greatest Hits tour at, I think, probably the nicest venue in Halifax, the Dalhousie Arts Center. I'm old-fashioned. I call it the Rebecca Cohen. But it's a beautiful 9,000 seater. Everything is comfy, and the visuals, and it's a great place to finish up the tour for sure.
Awesome, yeah. So I know that room well. I've been in the Rebecca Cohen many times filming. Haven't really performed there. I've performed a lot of places, but not there. But anyhow, that's another story. So it's June 30th. You're here in Halifax. June 29th. Yeah. So what can people expect? Like if they buy a ticket and they come to the show, what kind of show are they going to get?
Well, I don't like to brag, but
go ahead. It's okay.
Yeah,
you deserve it.
Thank you. I think it's when you would go to see Elvis live, he was very spontaneous, and so we're doing Elvis's Greatest Hits, so we're doing everything from "Are You Lonesome Tonight" to "Kentucky Rain" to "My Way," "Suspicious Minds," "Love Me Tender," "All Shook Up," and the list goes on and on and on. And I guess the neat thing about what we do, I've had people say it's kind of like when Johnny Depp plays a role. I'm Thane Dunn. I like who I am. I don't think I'm Elvis. I mean, this is real and these are real, but it's more of a theatrical presentation where you're watching Elvis. So, I had Bill Bays, who was with Elvis from 72 to 76, say it's like working with him all over again. So something magic happens when, I don that jumpsuit and those white Florsheim boots and put the gold belt on and go out. And Elvis had a great thing with his audience, a great repertoire. He felt the most at home in front of a crowd. And I've missed that so much. So I think that's actually our strong point. I think that's the Elvis that we capture. We get the audience involved in the show, and it's fun. It's not just like trying to watch a carbon copy of Elvis. I think when people try to do that, they take the Elvis out of it. So I think we have something very special to offer, and I think people need to have fun now more than ever. So
yeah,
come and have fun with us.
Yeah, you're gonna channel your inner Elvis, and but it's still it's Thane Dunn. They're seeing Thane, and so I appreciate that. That sounds great.
I had somebody out the other day, that thought maybe I was a whack job because they said, "How can you remember everything that Elvis said on stage?" And there's a lot of the things that he would have said, but at the same time, I have a quirky personality, and it comes through. So there's some times where I will say things that Elvis never said, but if you're a diehard Elvis fan, you may not be able to tell the difference. Mm-hmm. It's kind of neat.
Yeah. Well, brother, I tell you, you're in good company if you're talking about quirky personalities. Really.
They're coming to take me away, haha.
That's what, they haven't yet, but I keep watching for them. So. All right, so listen, you got a website. I know you've made it really easy for people to get tickets. The website is thanedunn.net, and I will share that everywhere I post this episode. So check that out. Just click on it and go and get your tickets, because it's going to be an awesome show.
This is the summer of Elvis, my man.
I like that. Summer of Elvis. Yeah. I hadn't heard that yet.
The new movie on the 24th, so a lot of people are going to see the movie, and then they're coming to us live. It's going to be really cool.
Well, that's an Elvis double whammy.
Yeah, I'm going to steal that, Brian. Thank you.
You go right ahead.
Cool, man.
Cool, right on. Well, hey, listen, I appreciate everything you do, and thanks for coming on the show. The best of luck, and you're always welcome to come back to tell people about any news, events, or any happenings you know of and if you're coming back to Nova Scotia, we want to know about it, so come on back to the show.
You're wonderful. Thank you. And we have lots of updates later for you, so I'm sure I'll see you again.
Oh, sounds great to me. All right, so everyone, Thane Dunn. Well, that's it for this episode of the Nova Scotia Show. If you manage to make it to one of Thane's shows, I know you will not be disappointed. And tell them Brian C. sent you. Also, check out our Facebook events page, where every day we share events from around the province to keep you in the know. Once again, thanks for watching, and as always, like, share, follow, and subscribe to NS Live TV to help us help you with our continuing efforts to make community TV in Nova Scotia free and accessible online. Take care, stay safe, and perhaps we'll see you at the next event.